And now, introducing your host, the one and only, the Royal Sir Timothy Bach.
From some technical difficulties, and the music might go out, the camera might break. We don't know. We will see what happens. Already the teleprompter broke, so I'll be giving my opening monologue via smartphone here. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I know this is the internet, and therefore you can watch whomever you want to, but you've chosen me. Yes! Say hello to my fabulous studio audience. They're going to be my partners in crime today. While it might be a small audience, remember we're doing this every week, so I only have so many friends. They're here to help facilitate conversation, and so you should comment in the comment section as well. Sadly today we won't be able to monitor the chat as it is our sort of beta live stream, but 3 weeks from now when we start our weekly live streams, we'll be able to hear what you have to say. With that, so now we have to introduce we have a fabulous show planned for you guys today. Sunday's the Super Bowl Sunday, and you have a lot of fun plans ahead of you. But before you can get there, you have to plan the perfect party. So we've designated the entire show today to helping you do just that. So with all this hype, let's go ahead and get started, because which way is your smile facing? This side up. That's what I love to hear. It's time for Trending Topics. Let's get started. Put up that music, Willis. Yay! Right, woo! Thank you for coming. It's not like we practiced. Woo! All right, and now it's time. Oh, Herms, do you want to come? All right. Is my camera still good here? It seems like it may have fallen. Did it? It's good? Okay. Well, you guys, we have had an interesting week this week. This week has been pretty good on the celebrity wheel. So, if you wouldn't mind pulling up our first picture, this is really cool. This is like an awesome live stream for being on the internet, because we actually get to have live lower thirds and live pictures here to my left popping up on the screen. But I'm going to give them a second to check that. Are we good? Okay. So, you guys, have you heard about Beyonce? Yes. Have you heard the big news, you guys? This week, I think it was last night, on Instagram, Beyonce released that her and Jay-Z are finally, dear Lord, it took them so long, they're finally pregnant, and this time with twins. Isn't that fabulous? Woo! It is fabulous, you guys. Now, let me tell you, the dogs are into it. Can we get a little picture of the dogs getting into it? No? I don't know. Okay, anyways, the dogs are. So if you hear something crazy, that's just them. Guys, it's okay. It's okay. Millie, you come and sit. No? They want to fight. Okay. So anyway, Jay-Z is 47 and Beyonce is 35. We need to break this up. Y'all, dogs. Herms, come here. Okay, we'll take this one. She's cute. Yes, Herms. Okay, so Beyonce is 35 and Jay-Z is 47. Now, a lot of people have been saying that 47 is too old to have twins. What do y'all think in the audience? Clap if you think it's too old. Clap if you don't. Never too old to have kids. I mean, my parents were older parents too. And that's fine, they were good, they're both teachers. But as celebrities like this, I don't know, how do I say this? When you're celebrities, people always say 20 is the new 40 when you're a celebrity. And so that must make 47 be like a grandpa. Jay-Z, he's getting up there. He's not able to perform as much as he used to anymore. And I don't know if he'll have the pep to take care of the twins. But if you're, according to my audience, maybe you guys at home, you are not going with the haters and you think that he can handle it, right? Yes. Now, another thing that Beyonce's come under fire for is actually that she has just agreed to perform at Coachella. Now, for you who don't know what Coachella is, maybe for, it's a younger crowd thing, But Coachella is this big, big concert they do every year in California. And it is like, honestly, people come from all over the world to come just for this concert. Now, a lot of people say, Beyonce, you go do it as pregnancy. But she's 2 months now, and Coachella is 4 or 5 months away, which means she'll be like 6 or 7 months. How's she going to do that? The biggest concert of the year. Okay, let's see. Clap if you don't think, how do I say this? Clap if you think she's just going to drop out. Yeah. I do too. I think she is, because I don't know how you could be, a 35-year-old mother of twins performing at the largest stage of the year. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. And a lot of fans have been very angry. First of all, right after this happened and everything blew up, after Beyonce let out her photo, Coachella immediately put out a press release saying they did not know she was pregnant. Then they apologized for publicizing her as a confirmed headlining showwoman. And the big problem fans are having is that they bought these tickets, some people airplane tickets, so even if Coachella gives them the return, they'll still have these airplane tickets just to come see Beyonce, and she may not even be there. So that's that. Let's just clap for those poor souls. All right, how are we doing on our photos so far? Are we doing good? Are we catching up? Oh, you're good? I'm impressed. I'm so gracious. My parents are so gracious. They help me out. My mom's the sound woman. Let's clap for the sound woman. And my dad is the computer person, and they have had such little training, but they're picking up so well. One more applause for them. So, speaking of mamas, not my mama, but do we all remember that show Honey Boo Boo? Yes. Y'all remember Honey Boo Boo? No? Yeah, that's a good thing. It means your memory suppressed, your bad shows. Well, Honey Boo Boo, if you don't remember, it was this reality TV show where this really overweight, obese, toddler went and did runway shows, how they did those runway shows. Well, her mom made this TV show with the daughter, centered around the daughter, and all of them were morbidly obese, all of the people in the family. It was honestly just this creepy, not nice, wholesome, creepy corn poke family. Well, Mama June, if y'all remember, she had this big affair, this big thing where she invited her ex-boyfriend from high school, who's now a sex offender, into the house, and it was publicized right on the TV, and everybody knew about it, and big thing. So TLC pulled the show, and they were done. Well, now Mama June, big Mama June, you know what I'm saying? Mama June's like, oh, I want to get back in TV. I want that easy paycheck, girl. So you know what she did? You know what she does instead? She now says, oh, I'm going to lose this weight and come back on top and do a big release. So now she's lost 150 pounds over the last year, and she's been featured on shows like Botched, which, if you don't know, is a plastic surgery show where they usually do botched plastic surgeries and they fix it. But for Mama June, they just the tummy tuck. Either way, publicity, okay? Then she ditched her cheating husband, this creepy guy, who they nicknamed Sugar Bear. Yeah, Sugar Bear. And she's now preparing for her new reality TV show. And this reality TV show is going to be about her weight loss and just this new healthy life. Now, keep in mind, she's still technically obese. She's still a big woman. Do you see the before and after photos? Do you see the before? Okay, you guys see them. They're right here. The before and after, that's ridiculous. What, she's going to come out and be the next, health guru because she lost 150 pounds? Girl, you got 150 more to go, and then we'll start talking. Clap if you're going to watch the show. Clap if you're not. I don't know. Why would anybody watch that ridiculous thing? Now, here's what she said. She said, I'm going to say goodbye to this old life, goodbye to the men who don't treat me right, and goodbye to this old body. Mama June exclaimed this, okay. When I'm done, I'm not even going to recognize my own self in the mirror. Y'all better get ready. No, I'm not ready for you, Mama June, and that's that, okay? Let's clap our way into the next section. All right. Now, okay. So have you heard of the other, there's so much controversy. This is a good week to do our test beta show, wasn't it, y'all? Yeah. So if y'all know, the Grammys are coming up. They're on the 59th or 69th year. Big, good old show, good old award show. But now these 4 celebrity men, should I say boys, 20-year-old new woo-doo celebrities, okay, they're going to go ditch. So the first person is Justin Bieber. Oh, here's the 4 people. Let me explain it. You see them on the screen probably now. So it's Justin Bieber, Drake, Kanye West, good riddance, what I say, and then some new guy to the scene, this Frank Ocean. Okay, let's go down the list. So first of all, Justin Bieber doesn't think that the Grammy selection is fair to young, new singers. And he doesn't think that it represents true talent. Now, if we go back in history, Justin Bieber's been on the scene for, 7, 8 years? As long as Obama's been here. Now it's a new wave here, Trump fans. But, okay, so now Justin Bieber has been here on the scene. He's won 1 Grammy, and it was last year for music videos dancing. So it wasn't even his music. So according to his aides, people have been saying that he's just tired of it. He's tired of showing up with all these nominations and not getting anything. And you know what? He's 23 now, as I just said. 23 is the 40 in celebrity world. I mean, when you're a celebrity, you have so many millions of dollars, so many helpers. Like a day is a couple of weeks. In our time, you fly here and there and all about that. Anyways, so Justin Bieber's going to skip. Him I'm not too worried about. Okay. Oh, and also he has 4 nominations. So if you go back in history, he's not going to win anything. But he has a potential of winning 4 spots and not being there to accept it. So the next person who's missing is Kanye. And he's mad because this Frank Ocean, new boy on this block, wasn't nominated for anything. Now, if you know Frank Ocean, I don't, but I did the research, so I can tell you. He's known for, how do you say it? Like more artsy stuff. Like nobody buys his music, but they respect him as an artist. Real gangster gentleman, all California gangster. The cool light leaks like you see here and over here, the little light leaks. Artist. And Kanye is upset. So Kanye says he's going to come. Kanye has 8 nominations for his good music he put out this year, which if we remember, didn't sell anything. What I think, here's my theory. Y'all know Kim Kardashian? Y'all know Kim Kardashian is his wife. Y'all know that Kim Kardashian got robbed at gunpoint in Paris. But y'all don't know, guess where Kim Kardashian is right now? She's in Paris testifying against the people who held her up. What I think is Kim Kardashian couldn't find a babysitter and said, Kanye, bud, you got to stay home, honey. You got to stay home. I'm not going to be there. I can't find somebody who's going to put up with you for that time. You just got to stay home. And to save his cool, he's just not going to show up. So let's clap if we think that's what it is. Don't you think? I mean, if we remember his Taylor Swift drama, I think I have a picture of him stealing his award from Taylor Swift's award. He's just crazy, and somebody needs to be there. Nobody's going to be there, and so he found a way out. Okay, next is Drake. Now, do we all know Drake, the hotline bling? No? I'm sure some of the people at home know Drake. Okay, so Drake, I actually like him. You want to know what? Drake this week, he said that he wants to be a talk show host. That's been his dream. And as I can tell you here, it's not as much of a dream as you'd think. It's hustle. He's like, I just like sitting behind the desk and blissfully, doing my show. That's not how it is in real life, but we'll go with it. But I can really see Drake being the next Michael Strahan. Do you know what I'm talking about? How he did his own show with Kelly, and maybe it could be like Kelly and Drake. That would be good, don't you think? Clap if you think Kelly and Drake would be good. And it doesn't, maybe he could just be there 3 out of the 5 days a week, and Kelly could just keep filling in with the host. But Drake would be good. Anyways, he's a nice, clean-cut fellow, and he's real professional. And if we remember, he performed with Madonna, and Madonna gave him that big kiss 2 years ago. Y'all remember that? And he played it off so cool. The next he was like, oh, me and Madonna are just friends. We were just trying to, go with you guys and fool ya. But you saw him on the stage. He looked angry. Do you remember that? He looked so mad at Madonna. Anyways, so Drake isn't coming because he's actually touring in Europe. So he has a show the next day, and he said, how am I going to be there at night and then perform literally what it turns out to be 6 hours later? How's that going to be possible? So let's clap if we think Drake has a valid excuse. I think he does. You can't get mad. Oh, Millie wants to go fight, I think. Anyways, okay. Then our last person is the Frank Ocean. The Frank Ocean who Kanye is upset about. The Frank Ocean who I really don't think is even worth considering a pebble on the block. Frank Ocean, they're going to fight again. Okay, anyways. Frank Ocean, I don't think you have to worry about it. Let's see what he said. I didn't even put anything about him. I said, who cares? All right, let's clap ourselves into the next segment. All right. Now, we all were just talking about Drake. We love Drake. Well, Drake is just on this new tour that we just said he was going away on. Now Drake, he has this big climax of his tour is that there's this big globe that blows up and it's like a world inside. And I think it's like a Mars world and an Earth, anyways, all these different worlds, but this big thing that blows up. Okay, well he had his friend, Travis Scott, come on and they perform. You know how the artists do. They're the headliners, but then they have people open for them. Anyway, so him and his friend, they run on the stage and the friend falls right off the stage because there's this big hole in the middle. And he tears the big globe right in half. Yeah, right. He tears the big globe right in half. Now, the funny thing about this is that, the guy gets out, but then the globe won't come out. So when the globe doesn't come out, Drake immediately says, oh, Millie, good girl. Anyways, Drake immediately says, I'm so sorry, guys. This concert's on me. To which the whole audience is like, great, we get our $1,000 tickets back. What a thought to that? Oh my goodness, so excited. You want to know what? That's the end of the story. But I could just imagine. I mean, I've been in the stark light, of my brother, and just doing little things. And he'll mess up and he says, oh no, it's fine, we'll get it. And then, you're the team behind him being like, crap, how do we do that? We're not going to be able to pay for our, car insurance this month if we pay for all these tickets. Y'all know. Anyways, long story short, Drake apparently said he would pay for everybody's ticket. Clap if you doubt that's ever going to happen. Sorry, I don't think he's ever going to pay. Those auditoriums are so expensive. Okay, now, this is our Super Bowl show, so we did some digging and we found a little Super Bowl dirt that we could. Okay, so y'all know who Tom Brady is? Oh, yeah. I don't. Could somebody tell me? Here, give them the mic there. Willis, pull up the second mic. Could somebody tell me who Tom Brady is?
He is the Patriots quarterback.
And then the Patriots are playing this year.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But they're not going to deflate the balls this year.
They're not going to deflate. Let's go on. So Tom Brady, so he's practicing. And I didn't really understand what they were saying, but can you put up the picture? It's like of him, his arm or something. So this is what he says. So during practice today, so he wrote some speech. Willis, can you come out here, please? Willis. Yeah, Willis. Let's all clap for Willis. Yay, Willis. Keep it going for Willis. Willis. All right, Willis, let's go over here. We'll join Mrs. Wheatley.
Okay.
Let's go to the second cam, Dad. Willis, you can sit there. I'll sit here.
Oh my.
She got all pretty. Let's clap if we like Willis's outfit. Yay! Dad, could we get this microphone on? Okay, so Willis, can you please tell us about Tom Brady?
Well, at practice this morning, they noticed two simple spelling errors.
Say it to our camera.
They noticed that toes was spelled TOE''S, and knees was spelled KNEE''S.
And Willis, as an English teacher, didn't like that. So let's all clap for Willis again. Yay, Willis! All right, and we'll turn that microphone off because they're poor ears at home. Okay, let's get back to our usual topics. Could we clap so I can get a drink? Clap, 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 yay! You guys, I'm so fortunate because I have 25 minutes a week where I get to tell you guys my opinions right straight. But that's 25 minutes of not getting a drink, you know what I'm saying? All right, so do we all remember that dead artist, Nicki Minaj? If we don't leave, yeah, rest in peace. Let me tell you, Nicki Minaj has been out of the game for years, I think. Early 2015 was like the last time Nicki Minaj was cool. That's when the whole, Clever News was cool on YouTube. That's when PewDiePie was still interesting. And that's when we still had Obama. Anyway, okay, long time that she's been out of the game. So apparently she's come back up. And what seems like a bad thing to her, honestly, my dear, it's the only thing that we know you by now because we don't know you. She got robbed. $200,000 worth of stuff gone out of her house, just gone. And Willis, my mom, she said, well, wouldn't you think they would have good security in the house? No, not a single thing. Afterwards, she comes shaking. I'm so scared. I'm getting the best security. That's what it says. Do we see the picture? It says, I'm getting the best security. So let's clap if you'd be Nicki Minaj and get the best security. Now, all right, so Nicki's LA mansion was trashed, this is what it said. Okay, the burglars cut her clothes open, they ruined her picture frames and destroyed her perfume bottles and furniture. In other words, they weren't trying to steal something, they just hated her. Like, I mean, if you hadn't tell, I'm not a big fan. Anyway, so Nicki was out of town when the burglary occurred earlier this week, and Nicki is adding security system, which include cameras to cover the entire area. Which, let me tell you, if you have, like, how to say it? Like right here, we're in the studio. It's not that expensive. Like if you came in here, you would take whatever and sell it on eBay for like $50. But we're still going to get a little security system. We still have a little security system in here. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you have, you got to protect. Assets are assets. Resources are resources. And I don't care how rich or how famous you were. It doesn't matter. You got to protect what you have. So let's a clap for that. All right. Last thing. I'm so sorry, y'all are probably so bored of me. Do we all know who Donald Trump is? Yeah, we do. Do we all know what show he had, Celebrity Apprentice? You know? And do we also know that Arnold Schwarzenegger took over the Apprentice? First of all, I don't care. I never thought The Apprentice was that interesting ever since it came to its first Celebrity Apprentice. That's when we had some of the Desperate Housewives. I'm sorry. The Housewives of California. I didn't mean to say Desperate Housewives. Anyway, so some housewives on there. We had Gary Busey, Crazy Pants. And anyway, okay, so it hasn't been good for a while. But people have said the ratings tanked this year since Arnold came. So Trump, you know, in his big presidentialness, he said, he tweeted at Arnold saying, Arnold, it's so sad, blah, 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 blah. Your ratings are failing. Do you want me to come back and do your job for you? And to that, Arnold replied, how about we trade jobs? Because I can do my job, your job, way better than you can. Sizzle. Now, I'm going to say, politics aside, what I think is, Arnold, keep sizzling because you're doing a good job. Let's clap if Arnold did a good sizzle there. You got to admit, Donald, okay. Yeah, you watched it. Yeah, it was good. But what I'm going to say is, I think what would be a more productive way for us to use our time is if instead of going out and protesting or whatever, it's great, and political scientists will tell you historically protests are very good because when you look back in time, you can see people who are unhappy. But they will also tell you in the given time here and now, it doesn't do very much good. It doesn't really help your cause at all. So what my suggestion to you guys would be is, why don't we put together a nationwide, write your grievances down and send Trump a letter on X day. And we'll send millions of letters to the White House, and they'll get them, and all his aides will be stuck reading these darn letters and not being able to do their job. Don't you think that would be a more productive way? He gets to hear our arguments, and let's be honest, wouldn't it be awesome to crash the White House? Wouldn't that be awesome with letters? Let's clap if it would be awesome. Let's turn that music up because I hear a break coming. I sadly don't have sponsors yet, but maybe if we share this video and subscribe, I will. So because of that, I've made some little promotional tools. Well, I bet you don't have any to do. Oh, you do? Okay, good. So we have made some promotional tools. These are super interesting. I've spent literally the last 2 weeks making these. Real fun Instagram, real fun granny games, real fun Think Before You Drink, which if you've been watching, is our push this year. So with that said, let's give you a fun Instagram video now. Pull down mic, pull down music. Big booms and fire explosions are always up, except when they are a result
The people
of
are going to be annoyed.
fighting.
They're going to hang up. Don't hang up, please. All right, do you have something else touchy to do with these, Granny?
Not particularly with them, but I have a story.
Do you have a story, Granny?
One Sunday, I was coming out the church door, unbeknown that they had taken down the banister that was on the stairwell. I opened the door, speaking to people behind me. I reached for a banister and fell directly into a window well 3 feet down. My orange, beautiful velvet hat went blowing down the alley.
It's always a party.
It's always a party. Before long, a couple men came along and helped me out. Found my high heels, pulled them out of the mud, one ran and got my orange hat that was blowing down. I'm so glad it was I that fell in. Because it...
She got the insurance payout, right? That's all.
No, I wasn't hurt, but I'm glad no one else had that experience. The next Sunday, needless to say, there was a banister up by that doorway. Fences are to protect us from danger. When we take them down, we have to beware.
Good job, Granny.
I absolutely love to break free and party, but unlike many, I don't require alcohol to do so. A common excuse given by alcohol abusers is that it makes the person break free and feel more happy. This happens when a rush of chemicals is released in specific parts of the brain after drinking. This rush makes people feel pleasure and reward. Because of this, many people also use alcohol as a way to cope in certain social situations. The fact is, more people overlook its direct side effects. Alcohol immediately affects our judgment and reasoning. It slows our reactions, upsets our sense of balance and coordination. It impairs our vision and hearing, but most of all, it makes us lose concentration. My question to you today isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but to instead think before you drink. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing control of your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time. In my effort to forever be 21, there is no place for alcohol. Pop culture glamour. In my effort to forever be 21, there is no place for alcohol. Pop culture glamorizes alcoholism as something to be had and desired. With movie franchises such as Magic Mike and Neighbors, we are left to believe that alcoholism is socially acceptable. Despite what the media will tell you, alcohol can cause severe long-term effects on your body. Some long-term effects of alcohol abuse are disruptions to the brain's development, liver damage and cirrhosis. It causes brain cells to die, decreasing brain mass. It causes stomach issues and intestinal issues. It causes your blood pressure to increase, causing heart disease and heart attacks. It can cause male sperm production to decrease, and it lowers your level of iron and vitamin C, causing anemia. My question to you today isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but to instead think before you drink. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time. Are we good, you guys? Is this camera chopping off my head? I can't hear. It is? Okay, let's adjust, you guys. We got to adjust. Let's get this camera there so they can see what's going on. This one that you have on. Hit enter. Thank you. Okay. That's good. Okay. So, let's try this again. Welcome back! Yay! I love it. Okay. So, anyways, we are a little bit of a work in progress. I took that off, if you didn't know. This is where I have it. So, a fun thing we have about the studio is we have the ability to turn like phones and things like this into wireless cameras. So I can bring you, if you want to switch to it, right up close into the action. Do you see this? I don't know if you can, but you can see right into the action. And so we'll switch back to the main camera now. So first I'm supposed to say, welcome back. Make sure you join the conversation. This week we're not monitoring it, but when we come back full time in 3 weeks, we will be. But make sure to leave a comment down below with anything you have to say, and we'll make sure to read it later. A comment on whether you like certain things or you don't. And like I said, we'll read them later. So I am very excited because I think this is going to be so fun. Okay, so I have been trying to think of the traditional things you would do for what are we talking about here? Super Bowl. Yeah, Super Bowl party. And I've been trying to think of how we can do them differently. So let's start at the beginning. You walk into the house, and what do people always have on the coffee table or on the island? Chips. Yeah, chips and dip. So I've been thinking this. Y'all, what if you go and you just had your nice new hardwood put in, and on top of your hardwood you have a nice new white carpet, right? And then your big husband comes, and his big greasy-handed fingered friends come, and they do the big dip, and right on the carpet. How do we avoid that? We do it by buying Pringles, or in my case, Lay's. The reason why is they already have the flavors on them, so you can get any flavor you want to, and they're the natural chip. But now you're probably saying, Tim, that's so boring. Does somebody want to come up and help me? I'll take it. Well, 2 people can come and help. Yeah, come on. All right, so what we've done is we're going to take a fun twist on these. So what we will do is we will take the Pringles. I got the Lay's because of the blue color here. And I just simply wrap them in the red. So we have the 2 teams' colors. So we'll take it from, oh, just Pringles to, oh my goodness, they have Pringles? So what we're going to do is we just cut some red strips like this here and some tape. And we're each going to take a piece of tape like that. And we will tape it right here like that, right there. Yeah, mine has a little tag on the back. And then we'll just take our Pringles and we'll simply wrap them. And then it goes from, oh, just Pringles to, oh my goodness, there's Pringles. And a snap of wrist. And like I said, it's fun, festive, and let's try here. You can take one, Dave. Thank you so much. So delicious, aren't they? My mic picks you up. We already tested this, and we can hear you. Are they good? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So let's move on to the next thing here. So our next thing is the main course. Yeah, you guys want some Pringles? Here, let's give it to the people. Send the Pringles unto me. That's what the Lord said. Send the Pringles. Okay. So, then the next thing we have is traditionally you would have wings, right? Of course. For the main course, you got the wings. But I'm trying to think of, right now in our life, in our world, people are so into veganism and not eating meat. Don't get it, but that's fine. So what I've done here, and I'll do this camera here.
Want me to hold that one?
Oh yeah, you can. You want to. Real convenient, isn't it? This here, we're going to make some, first we have some vegan, so it's just cheese, or you weren't supposed to cheese on it, Willis, but we have some lettuce and tomato. Imagine the cheese isn't on there, okay? And then we have some non-vegan, which is meat. So they're sliders. So what we'll do is we'll make some right here. I guess we can just bring it over. So it's real easy. You just take them, all like a hamburger bun, okay? Or like a hot dog bun right there. And you just simply add your lettuce, right there, your lettuce and tomato. And now here comes the fun part. We've mixed this, and this recipe will be on our website as soon as the show is over. We've mixed it right up. It's a homemade honey mustard. And this honey mustard here has olive oil, healthy vinaigrette, and then just like I said, Dijon mustard. And we're just going to paint it right on there. Look at that glaze. Isn't it delicious? Beautiful. And it takes it once again from, oh my goodness, you just have these dorky little sliders, to, oh my goodness, these are so delicious. Because this is healthy, and while you can put as much salt or pepper as you want in it, and it is just real tasty. Okay, now I'll show you the fun part of this. What all you have to do, you can make a ton of these, a ton. Just fold it right back over there, and you simply cut. And then you have your sliders all done. See, just a butter knife cutting. And here, we'll set that back down so you can try it with me. Take one and try. Oh, take and eat, says the Lord. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And you just, Isn't it good? And that white sauce, it's actually good. Yeah, you can. It's not just some dorky show here. This is actually tasty, isn't it? Oh my word. And you wouldn't even miss. You don't even miss the meat.
I don't. Oh, there's no meat?
No. That's what I mean. I know.
Oh my word.
So everybody will like it. And if you do want to add meat, you can either do some chicken salad or you can just add some turkey meat as well. But we're already behind today, so.
Or bacon.
Bacon too. Bacon would be good. But like I said, if you're like vegan and you don't want to eat the meat, you don't have to. Okay, with my greasy fingers, I'm going to show you this. Okay, so now there's a fun twist on how you do, what are these, cupcakes. So the reason why we get mini ones is, once again, grubby husband, greasy fingered friends. Y'all know what I'm saying, okay. Yeah. So we just get some basic, small, bite-sized cupcakes.
Bite size.
Because if you have a real cake, it can fall right off the plate, right?
It's true.
If you get big-sized cupcakes and half of it breaks off, it gets right in the carpet. You know what they're gonna do? Big, grubby finger friends.
Oh yeah, one bite.
Yeah, one bite, and it's gone, and there's no mess. So we need to make this festive, right? We don't have time to go out, so we have some leftover Christmas, right? Christmas. So we're gonna do red for which team? It's not the. What team is red? It's not the. Patriots aren't red. Falcons are red. There we go. So some red for the Falcons, and we don't have any blue because this is Christmas color leftovers. Very easy. We're just gonna take green for the field. And make sure you separate them out. So you'll have red and green right there.
Perfect.
And it's so easy, so fast, so done.
It's already in the house.
Bite size, no mess.
Right?
So I hope you guys liked it. Did you like it?
Loved it.
You loved it. If you guys, like I said, we'll have all this on the website right after the show. And I'm supposed to have my keyword is that's that. Let's put up the music. And let's clap our way out of here. We'll be right back with more Sir Timothy Bach Show. Yes! Okay. Get the rest of the stuff. We have to set up for the last show. In my effort to forever be 21, there is no place for alcohol. Pop culture glamorizes alcoholism as something to be had and desired. With movie franchises such as Magic Mike and Neighbors, we are left to believe that alcoholism is socially acceptable. Despite what the media will tell you, alcohol can cause severe long-term effects on your body. Some long-term effects of alcohol abuse are disruptions to the brain's development, liver damage and cirrhosis. It causes brain cells to die, decreasing brain mass. It causes stomach issues and intestinal issues. It causes your blood pressure to increase, causing heart disease and heart attacks. It can cause male sperm production to decrease, and it lowers your level of iron and vitamin C, causing anemia. My question to you today isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but to instead think before you drink. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time.
Does it annoy you, Granny?
No, it'll annoy the people.
The people are going to be annoyed. They're going to hang up.
Yeah.
Don't hang up, please. Alright, do you have something else that you got to do with these, Granny?
Not particularly with them, but I have a story.
Do you have a story, Granny?
One Sunday, I was coming out the church door, unbeknown that they had taken down the banister that was on the stairwell. I opened the door, speaking to people behind me. I reached for a banister and fell directly into a window well 3 feet down. My orange, beautiful velvet hat went blowing down the alley.
It's always a party.
It's always a party. Before long, a couple men came along and helped me out. Found my high heels, pulled them out of the mud. One ran and got my orange hat that was blowing down. I'm so glad it was I that fell in. Because it...
She got the insurance payout, right? That's why.
No, I wasn't hurt, but I'm glad no one else had that experience. The next Sunday, needless to say, there was a banister up by that doorway. Fences are to protect us from danger. When we take them down, we have to beware.
Good job, Granny.
I'll drink to that, but unlike many, I won't be requiring alcohol to do so. In the US, alcohol is the most commonly used addictive substance. More than 17.5 million people suffer from alcohol abuse or dependence. To put that in perspective, that's 1 out of every 12 US adults. If you're still not convinced, these numbers don't even begin to take into account the millions of Americans who participate in binge drinking, which, besides the obvious and immediate health concerns, can lead to severe alcohol-related issues. My question to you isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but to instead think before you drink. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing control of your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time. Big booms and fiery explosions are always awesome, except when they are a result of a drunk driving accident. While it may be a bit of a worn out topic, drunk driving accidents remain a huge problem in the world today. In 2014, almost 10,000 people were killed in the US as a result of an alcohol-impaired driving crash. That's 31%, nearly 1/3 of all vehicular-related deaths. That same year, 209 of those nearly 10,000 people were children under the ages of 14. And 116 of those children were riding in the vehicle of the impaired driver. Alcohol can make your vision blurred and make you see double. It can also reduce your ability to perceive what's happening around you, and most of all, it makes you lose your peripheral vision. My question to you isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but instead to think before you drink. Designate a driver or just drink at home. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing control of your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time. I absolutely love to break free and party, but unlike many, I don't require alcohol to do so. A common excuse given by alcohol abusers is that it makes the person break free and feel more happy. This happens when a rush of chemicals is released in specific parts of the brain after drinking. This rush makes people feel pleasure and reward. Because of this, many people also use alcohol as a way to cope in certain social situations. The fact is, more people overlook its direct side effects. Alcohol immediately affects our judgment and reasoning. It slows our reactions, upsets our sense of balance and coordination. It impairs our vision and hearing, but most of all, it makes us lose concentration. My question to you today isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but to instead think before you drink. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing control of your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time. We'll clap before, because yeah! In my effort to forever be 21, welcome back, everybody! For alcohol. Please join the conversation online in the comment section below. So we have to speed through this because we're a little bit low on our time. So now we're going to our decorations. So we have come up with some really fun ways to do your party settings. So if you look up here from this table coming down, what you see here is what we've done is we put a green tablecloth with simple white streamers, and we've just taken Sharpie and written written, wrote, whatever, okay, down the different yard lines so that it looks very festive and sporty. Our next thing is we're going to be doing team-themed, what are these called? Sort of like chain decorations. You see them a lot of times at Christmas where you'll add one each day of Christmas, but who needs to wait for Christmas when you can do it now? Now, the thing I want to be very persnickety about is we don't want this looking like a 4th of July party. So we have to add the green in here so they know it's football, and then the white, red, and blue so that they know it's the team's colors. Okay, so to make this, it's really, really simple. So we just have a few little red tilde and blue tildes, and you just fold it around like that, and snibble it, and then you do the next one. Fold it around, and snibble it. And there you are, you're done. Yes. Okay, so now we're coming up with some balloon alternatives. So y'all, you have all this wrapping and tissue paper, because we totally made these ourselves, left from Christmas. And you want to do something with it. So we just have some leftover, like I said, colors from Christmas here. And you can either hang them individually like balloons, or you can add them in a line like we did here. And the way to do it is this. So we have our paper. Where did our scissors go? I think they're over there. Right here, yeah. Okay, so we have our scissors, and we're simply going to, this is a little bit more in-depth. So we're going to take it and we're going to cut squares right down here, okay? And we're just going to cut this piece of paper into 8 separate pieces. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. All right, so that's 2, and then we'll cut these in half, and that'll be 4. And then maybe that's more than we need, but good job, Willis, adding that music. Let's have a hand for Willis adding the music. Yes! Okay. This might be more than 8. Keep the music going. Okay, this might be, okay, there we are. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to fold them in half, and we're going to cut the edges in like this. Like that. And like this. Okay. And then we're going to take our little ribbon that we have here, left over once again, and you're just going to tie it. Now the ones I've made here are obviously not as nice as the people who did them before me did here. And then you can just simply pull the pieces apart and fluff. And there you have it! A beautiful looking pom-pom! Yay! Okay, we're going to be right back, but first we're going to take a quick break. This is going to be quick. I promise we have everything set up right over there behind the screen. We just need to move over there and get some other things here on the table. We'll be right back with some fun Super Bowl party games that you can play, not having to take a beginning or time off of the game. You can actually play 90 seconds in between during the commercials. So we'll be right back. Yes! In my effort to forever be 21, there is no place for alcohol. Pop culture glamorizes alcoholism as something to be had and desired. With movie franchises such as Magic Mike and Neighbors, we are left to believe that alcoholism is socially acceptable. Despite what the media will tell you, alcohol can cause severe long-term effects on your body. Some long-term effects of alcohol abuse are disruptions to the brain's development, liver damage and cirrhosis. It causes brain cells to die, decreasing brain mass. It causes stomach issues and intestinal issues. It causes your blood pressure to increase, causing heart disease and heart attacks. It can cause male sperm production to decrease, and it lowers your level of iron and vitamin C, causing anemia. My question to you today isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but to instead think before you drink. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time. I'll drink to that, but unlike many, I won't be requiring alcohol to do so. In the US, alcohol is the most commonly used addictive substance. More than 17.5 million people suffer from alcohol abuse or dependence. To put that in perspective, that's 1 out of every 12 US adults. If you're still not convinced, these numbers don't even begin to take into account the millions of Americans who participate in binge drinking, which, besides the obvious and immediate health concerns, can lead to severe alcohol-related issues. My question to you isn't to completely stop your alcohol consumption, but to instead think before you drink. After all, are a couple of sips really worth losing control of your life? I'm Timothy Bach, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time. And we're gonna clap ourselves back in. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go to the main camera. Jeez, my hair is really flat. Okay, so we're gonna play some fun games. Okay, so the first game we're gonna play is this right here. It's a real classic. These are 90-second games. That's right, 90 seconds. So the way this works is there's 2 teams. So when you actually play it at home, you will have this and then one on the other side. It's just simply 6 cups filled with root beer or water, because you've seen so many commercials, so many promos. Do not drink if you don't have to. Okay, which nobody has to, so don't drink. Anyways, so you'll have these on either side, and it's going to be real easy. Miss Jan, do you want to take some balls? And I'll take some balls. These are just simple, what would you call them, like golf balls? Ping pong golf balls. All right, and the way it works is you just try to get it up, and when you try to get it in the cup, we're so skilled. Oh, so close. Okay, but the idea is when you get it in the cup, then you have to drink it, okay? That's game number 1. Game number 2 is, Mr. Ryan, if you wouldn't mind going over there. This is kind of a twist on cornhole. But let me read the directions I have here. Once again, all these things will be on our website after the show. And by after the show, I mean sometime tomorrow because I'm going to bed. So this is going to be called the Superbowl, like a bowl, game. So each team starts with a designated number of balls. For us, it's 3. This is a team game. So Ms. Weebly, you want me on his team? So it is meant to be during a commercial. So here, I'm going to read it. So when the commercial starts, the teams try to throw the balls into the other team's bin. When the commercial ends, whichever team has the most balls loses. And the other team that wins gets to become the Super Bowl champions. Okay, so it's basically like cleanup, but you throw these balls, okay? So are you ready? We're just gonna do it. Well, Willis, will you call stop? So I think a good strategy is like to have one person like throw. You can be the thrower, and the other person to be like the grabber. In the bucket. Yeah. All right. Here we go. And go. Let's get some music. Oh, they won! Look at that! Now, a really fun idea to do is to go get some ring pops, because when the Super Bowl people win, they each get a ring. So you guys get crowned the Super Bowl champions, and y'all get to have a ring as well. Let's clap for that! Yay! You guys, we're going to take a quick 1-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to show you everything we've just done today, and we'll conclude the show. We'll be right back. Yes!
The people are going to be annoyed. They're going to hang up. Yeah. Don't hang up, please. All right, do you have something else that you got to do with these, Granny?
Not particularly with them, but I have a story.
Do you have a story, Granny?
One Sunday, I was coming out the church door, unbeknown that they had taken down the banister that was on the stairwell. I opened the door, speaking to people behind me. I reached for a banister and fell directly into a window well 3 feet down. My orange, beautiful velvet hat went blowing down the alley.
It's always a party.
It's always a party. Before long, a couple men came along and helped me out. Found my high heels, pulled them out of the mud. One ran and got my orange hat that was blowing down. I'm so glad it was I that fell in. because it.
She got the insurance payout, right? That's why.
No, I wasn't hurt, but I'm glad no one else had that experience. The next Sunday, needless to say, there was a banister up by that doorway. Fences are to protect us from danger. When we take them down, we have to beware.
Good job, Granny.
And Kevin, here, everybody, come on in, come on in. Okay, let's make room. Okay, so we already lost somebody because we went over tonight. That's fine, that's just junk stuff. Here, come in, let's pretend we like each other. Okay, so, as you guys see here from this, see there's a camera here, you guys, so they can see everything we see on the table. So as you see, we have our fun colored green and red, different flavors of cupcakes. Does anybody want to try a cupcake?
Okay.
Does everyone want to try a cupcake?
Very much.
Does anybody want chocolate? Like chocolate? Let's all try a fabulous cupcake.
Which team is this?
The red? What is the red? That's the Falcons, right?
Falcons.
So good.
And I have the sod.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is my team. Is this my team?
that's just the grass. Just grass.
Give me the grass.
I gave you the grass. Okay, and we have our fabulous Pringles, which we already tried, more tasty, and our delicious snacks. As you can see here, we planned the best Super Bowl. Let's get some music going. The best Super Bowl party you could ever imagine, and it was all here, super cheap. Everything here is super easy, and a lot of it you can do actually from your house. What do you guys think? If you had to do a party, would you do it this way?
Super. Sure.
Yeah, you're right, because it was super. Until next time, my name's Tim, and make sure you keep that smile side up. Bye-bye. Let's get some music to play us out. Yay! And then you just put that wooden screen back over, Dad. It's in like... And you might mind to keep the music going. I'll turn off the music myself. Keep the music going.